When learning to speak Spanish, understanding the role of adverbs is a crucial part of speaking smoothly and fluently. So, let's dive right in. ¡Vámonos! Spanish adverbs are the invariable part of a speech that either modifies or complements the meaning of a verb, adjective, another adverb, or even a whole sentence. They're used to express many different situations like time, manner, quantity, order, and so much more. Adverbs are often used when answering questions like where, when, how, or how much. If all this sounds a little confusing, don't worry. In this video, we'll be breaking down everything you need to know about adverbs for beginners. We'll cover the 8 basic types of adverbs. We'll go over adverbs of quantity, place, time, manner, interrogative and exclamatory, affirmation, denial, and doubt. We'll not only review the most common adverbs, but we will also look in detail at other adverbs. Feel free to check out the blog post version of this video linked in the description below. Remember, if you want to learn how to speak Spanish, make sure to check out BaseLang.com, where you can get access to unlimited one-on-one Spanish classes with native-speaking teachers, all via Zoom. Now, before reviewing each group of adverbs, let's see some examples to make sure you know what exactly an adverb is. Mis amigos están ahí en el bar. My friends are there at the bar. This is a case where the adverb is used to answer the question where. The adverb in that sentence would be ahí, there. Adverbs are also used to describe time. Karen pasó a visitarnos ayer. Karen stopped by yesterday. The adverb in that sentence would be ayer, yesterday. You can also use adverbs to express doubt or uncertainty. Quizá vaya a Lima el año que viene. Maybe I'll go to Lima next year. The adverb there is quizá, maybe. One thing to know about adverbs is they change neither gender nor number. So, now that we've gone through a few basic examples, let's break down how adverbs are categorized. The first group of adverbs is adverbs of quantity. These are used to express intensity, magnitude, or degree. Generally, they answer the question cuánto or cuánta, which means how much. Let's go through a few common examples to get you started. So, some common adverbs of quantity are más, more, menos, less, tanto, much, nada, nothing, and mucho, very much. Let's see some of those in action. You could say, no me gustan mucho las historietas. I do not like comic books very much. Or, deberías estudiar más para tu examen de español. You should study more for your Spanish test. Pretty simple. Now, let's move on to the next category of Spanish adverbs. Next, we have adverbs of place. These adverbs are used to provide information about where an action takes place. So, they usually answer questions like dónde, where, a dónde, where to, and hacia dónde, which way. Let's go through some typical examples before seeing them in a sentence. Some common adverbs of a place are aquí, here, acá, over here, ahí, there, delante, in front of, and detrás, which means behind. So, for example, you could say, sus asientos están delante de los músicos. Your seats are in front of the musicians. Or, nuestra casa se encuentra detrás del teatro municipal. Our house is behind the city theater. Third, we have adverbs of time. Adverbs of time convey time, duration, or frequency. They can be used to talk about the past, present, and future, and typically, they're used to answer questions like cuándo, when, cuánto tiempo, how long, con qué frecuencia, how often, para cuándo, how soon, desde cuándo, since when, and hasta cuándo, how much longer. Let's take a look at a few more examples. Ahora, now, después, after, ayer, yesterday, anoche, last night, and hoy, today. Let's take a look at some example sentences. Anoche tuve una pesadilla espantosa. I had a scary nightmare last night. Or, los estudiantes tendrán un examen de gramática hoy. The students will have a grammar test today. Enjoying this lesson? Then make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future ones. Ahora. For our fourth group, we have adverbs of manner. These are words within a sentence that explain how or in what manner actions are carried out. Some examples of adverbs of manner are adrede, intentionally, bien, well, brillantemente, brilliantly, or débilmente, which means weak. Let's take a look at some of those in a sentence. The actors performed the play beautifully. Los actores interpretaron la obra estupendamente. In a scene, they crawled out of the stage. En una escena, salieron del escenario a gatas. Our fifth group is interrogative and exclamatory adverbs. Interrogative and exclamatory adverbs cover the interrogative pronouns who, what, when, where, and why. Basically, they allow the formulation of interrogative sentences and exclamations. So, as an example, you may say, Me pregunto cuánto dura la obra, which means, I wonder how much the play lasts. In this sentence, the interrogative adverb is cuándo, how. As for exclamatory adverbs, you could say, qué buenos actores, what good actors you are. There's an endless amount of ways to use these adverbs, and the more you speak, the better sense you have of all of them. Sixth, we have adverbs of affirmation. These adverbs serve to reinforce or soften a statement. Some examples are ciertamente, certainly, obviamente, obviously. Even the word sí, meaning yes, can be used as an adverb. Let's take a look at a couple examples. Ciertamente, el día del estreno se agotarán las entradas. Certainly, on opening day, the tickets sold out. Or, sí, yo me comí la última galleta. Yes, I ate the last cookie. I find that last sentence to be particularly relatable. And the opposite of affirmation, adverbs of denial, our seventh group. Adverbs of denial serve to deny statements and are used in negative sentences. Some examples are words like en absoluto, jamás, negativamente, no, nunca, or tampoco. So you could say something like, yo tampoco entendí el final de la película. I didn't understand the end of the movie either. In this sentence, the adverb of denial is tampoco, either. Let's go through one more example. Mateo jamás haría algo así. Mateo would never do something like that. The adverb in that example would be jamás, never. And finally, rounding off our list, we have adverbs of doubt. These adverbs help us express uncertainty. The list is long, but some examples are a lo mejor, posiblemente, probablemente, puede que, and puede ser. An example of this in a sentence would be, a lo mejor viene el alcalde a ver la presentación. Maybe the mayor will come see the performance. And there you have it. Now that we've covered the types of Spanish adverbs, it's important to get clear on the difference between adverbs and adjectives. Both adverbs and adjectives are used to add information and describe characteristics, but they work with different types of words. So, an adjective is a word that accompanies the name and gives us more information about it. It tells us what a person, animal, or thing is like. And an adverb is a word that complements a verb, adjective, or other adverbs. It expresses mode, quantity, time, place, etc. Another difference is that while adjectives only modify nouns, adverbs are used to modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. Lastly, adjectives always match gender and number to the noun they're describing, while adverbs have no gender or number, making them invariable words. Keeping those differences in mind, you should be able to easily identify the difference between adjectives and adverbs. And remember, the more you practice, the easier it all gets. So make sure to go to our companion article in the link below for lots more adverbs and practice questions to test your knowledge. Finally, If you want to learn how to become conversational in Spanish, why not schedule your first class with a BaseLang teacher today? At BaseLang.com, you get access to unlimited one-on-one Spanish classes with native-speaking teachers, all via Zoom. Try your first week for only $1. For another great Spanish tutorial, check out our video on the Spanish subjunctive. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.